Searching, the whole working. Many years I've been purpose. Oh yeah, I knew.
Welcome back to Verses from the Womb, where silence finds its voice and every story carries a lesson. It's your girl, Queen Dream, your host with the most, creator of Moonlit Dreams and Verses from the Womb. I'll invite you to share this episode with someone who needs the reminder that healing doesn't always make noise, but it always leaves evidence. And because this one comes from a place I never thought I'd speak about publicly, let's turn the page. Welcome to another verse from the womb. The season that almost took me out. Many moons ago, I was in a relationship with a man that I loved deeply. We built a life together, and we had a beautiful baby boy. Then when my son was only 4 months old, everything changed. One day he was here, the next day he was gone. When you spend almost every day with someone, building routines, sharing dreams, doing life together, and suddenly they're gone, nobody really prepares you for that silence. I fell into a depression, not because I wasn't strong, but because I was grieving a future I thought I was gonna have. Life didn't even pause so I could heal. It kept moving, and 9 months later, I gave birth to another son. He arrived at just 26 weeks, a tiny little fighter. I barely knew his father. So there I was, 26 years old, 3 little boys, a 4-year-old, a 16-month-old, and a premature newborn, fighting for his life while I was trying to remember how to fight for mine. I was shattered. After his birth, I went through postpartum depression. Then my body started changing. I developed a sickness called hyperthyroidism, had a lump in my throat, my eyes began to bulge, my beauty, at least the way I saw it, felt like it was fading. Then something worse happened. My teeth started chipping. I looked in the mirror and I barely recognized the woman staring back at me. At that time, I remember asking myself, what did I do to deserve all of this? I even wondered if I was paying some kind of karmic debt. I couldn't make sense of why my life felt so heavy. But here's the thing, even in the middle of my brokenness, there was still a small part of me refusing to let go. I was still showing up to church every Sunday. I was still searching for hope. I was still trying to balance motherhood, healing, and figuring out who I was becoming. Some days I laughed, some days I cried, and some days I simply survived. And if I'm being real, there were days I honestly didn't know how I was gonna keep going. But I did. Not because I had all the answers, but because somewhere deep inside me, there was still a tiny voice whispering, keep breathing. Looking back now, I realize strength doesn't always look like standing tall. Sometimes strength looks like getting out of bed. Sometimes strength looks like feeding your children while your own heart is breaking. Sometimes strength looks like believing tomorrow can be different, even when today hurts. That season did not define me, but it did introduce me to a version of myself that I had not met yet. The woman who refused to quit. Some of the darkest seasons of our lives aren't punishment. They're places where we discover resilience we didn't know we had. Looking back, I don't celebrate the pain. I celebrate the fact that it didn't have the final word. I'll tell you how I climbed out of that pit, how I found my breath again, how I slowly started recognizing the woman in the mirror. Because surviving was only the beginning. Healing was the real journey. If this story touched you, let me know in the comments. Follow, share, and subscribe. There are many more chapters from the womb. And if my story helps one person believe they can keep going, then every word is worth it. Until next time, let's grow, let's glow, let's flow, let's go.
What you doing just to get to it?